Hey, good morning. It's Coach Jill, and welcome to the Friday Fit Life Academy call. I'm so excited to be here, and joining me are Coach Penny and Coach Paula. Good morning, ladies. How are you? they're just waving in. They're muted.
Good morning.
Hi.
The chat box is open, so if you want to try it out, let me know where you're watching from. Good morning. I see Terry. Good morning to you. Let me know where you're watching from, and make sure that chat box is working for you. So I'm really excited. We have some great questions today. However, if you are watching live and you want to type your questions in, I will make sure that we get to your questions first before we go to the other ones that were submitted. So, Terry, we're excited that you're here too. This is exciting. You're in Michigan. Nice. I've got Tina. Tina's watching from Folsom, California. Nice. Love it. Excellent. Terry says, oh, you don't have a camera. I'm sorry you don't have a camera. I wish you did. All right. So let's jump in here. Ladies, if you have specific questions, feel free to drop them in. Otherwise, I'm going to get started with some of our questions here because we've got some great questions. So our first question is coming from, looks like Mona. Mona says, how do you keep on track? You know, this is often a question that we get from not only our Fit Life members but also from our coaching clients. Is how do I stay on track? How do I stay accountable? And there's a couple easy ways. First of all, to stay on track, the easiest way to keep yourself on track as far as your food intake goes, journal. Food journal, whatever that looks like for you. If you want to get a small journal, you can always get, something like this, write all your food down. There's online apps out there, great online apps. Many of our clients use the online apps just because they like the accountability that goes along with that. Now, do realize that when you are tracking juicing on many of the online apps, they're not set up to calculate correctly for a juice. So if you're looking at calorie counts, your calorie counts are not going to be exactly on because of that. And so the exciting thing is those of us who are living the Fit Life lifestyle, for a while, we don't count calories anymore. It's not necessary. We don't have to because we're so used to eating whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and our body's getting what it needs, so we don't need to count calories. And that is one of my favorite pieces of this program is you don't have to sit and count every calorie, and you get to eat a lot. So do realize that if you are tracking on any of those online apps, it's not going to be accurate as far as your calorie intake. However, if you are feeding your body correctly with whole food nutrition, lean proteins, whether that be vegan versions or protein, and your healthy fats, you're going to be right on track, and your body's you're going to see results, whether it be weight loss, whether it be muscle toning, whatever your results that you're looking for, you are going to start to see results. The other important piece in there is, of course, always your hydration. Water. And we're all coming into warmer temperatures now, so you need to make sure that you are hydrating and getting enough water in. We recommend daily that you look to achieve a goal of 80 to 120 ounces of water a day. And it's funny because we hear this and it's like people say, oh my goodness, that's so much water, I'm going to be in the bathroom. Yes, you are. At first, you definitely are, especially if you're on the dehydrated side. You are going to be in the bathroom. However, as you maintain that level of 80 to 120 ounces, that is going to get better because your body needs that hydration. It needs that amount of water to function properly each and every day. So if you are starting to have poor sleep, if your skin is dry, your hair, your nails are dry, if you're getting those dark circles and bags under your eyes, it's because you're dehydrated. You're dehydrated. You need to give your body water. So realize that that's an important piece. Now the other piece of accountability, and we frequently hear from people who say, I just can't do it on my own. I can't stay accountable. And that's the reason why we have coaches here at Fit Life. That is the reason why we do have coaches. And I will tell you, it makes a difference when you're working with a coach. It really does. Because you're checking with a coach every week, and you're going to have that accountability piece for you. And some people just need that. I can tell you that the three of us that are sitting here, we all at one time needed that accountability, and honestly, at times we still need that accountability. We tend to check in with each other now when we're needing that accountability. So it's something that you just need to admit that you need. It's not a bad thing. Needing accountability is not a bad thing. If it's going to help you achieve your health and fitness goals, it's really not a bad thing. So it's about getting real with yourself and deciding, do I need that piece? Do I need somebody to be here to be accountable to? And that's okay if you do. Perfectly okay if you do. All right. Hi, Georgia. Georgia's watching from New Jersey. All right. Let's take a look here at our next question. This one comes from Janice. Janice says, how do I beat the crave for sweets? Oh, great question. This is an ongoing question. We hear this all the time. How do I get off the sugar? How to get off the sugar? And I realize that removing the sugar from your body is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, because sugar is like a drug. It really is. It's addictive. It's no less addictive than alcohol or than things like cocaine. It is addictive, and your body will crave it. So breaking that habit, is it easy? It's not easy. Is it worth it? Yes. And when you remove that sugar from your body, you're going to start to see the inflammation, and realize that if you're consuming inflammatory foods, things like sugar, dairy, gluten, soy, caffeine, alcohol, you are going to have inflammation in your body. You are. No matter how active you are, no matter what your workout schedule like, if you are taking those food groups in, you are going to have inflammation in your body, because they naturally cause inflammation in the body. So if you're having sore joints, if you're having just overall achiness, it's because of that. So getting off the sugar is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. How do you do that? How do you accomplish that? Well, what we were just talking about a few minutes ago, hydration is so, so important to getting off the sugar. Oh, Terry's asked me if I can repeat the food list, the inflammatory food list. Absolutely. Dairy, gluten, soy, sugar, alcohol, caffeine. Did I get them all? Okay. Thank you. So those are the things. Anything that is on that inflammatory food list are things you really want to start to try and eliminate from your diet. Should you or can you eliminate them all at once? Not highly recommended. It's better to ease into it and gradually move them out. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Are you going to have some withdrawal symptoms as you do that? Absolutely, you're going to, and which is part of the reason why we encourage the hydration so much, because as you start to remove those from your body, the toxins that are in your body that all of those inflammatory foods are releasing are going to be released in your bloodstream, and you want to flush that out. You need to flush that out. So, so important. Because if you're not hydrating, and it's just, think of your bloodstream as it's the highway of your body. So it's going to be carrying all this stuff around. And sooner or later, it needs to go somewhere. So it's either going to go back into your cells, which you don't want, or it's going to go out through your body. And that's what you do want. So you need to flush that out. Okay? Terry, I'll get to your question in one sec. So what's the best way to get rid of the sugar? You just have to do it. You just have to do it. Some supplements do help. Things like magnesium does help with cravings, but you just have to do it. You absolutely just kind of have to knuckle down and do it. And gradually, even if you're gradually taking it out. And no matter how many times I say this, stevia is still sugar. Even though it's an artificial natural sweetener, it's still sugar. And no matter what, all sugar is sugar in the body. It doesn't matter what the source is that it comes from, whether it comes from fruit or whether it comes from the ice cream bar in the freezer. It's still sugar, and the body sees it as sugar. So the more sugar that you can eliminate, out of your diet, the better off you're going to be. Terry's asking why caffeine? Why is caffeine? Well, here's the thing. For most people that are out there, caffeine is not limited to a normal serving, because we're living in a society where a normal serving is the venti for people, and that's not a normal serving of caffeine. That's the equivalent of 2 to 3 cups of coffee. Now, is all caffeine bad? No. Caffeine in moderation is okay, but really I highly recommend, if you're going to do caffeine, you're looking at organic beans, not flavored beans, just plain roasted organic coffee beans. And then you have to look at what you're putting in your coffee, because that's the other piece, and that's where people get bogged down. Are you drinking it black? Or are you loading it down with cream and sugar because you like the taste of it with the cream and sugar? Then you're not really drinking the coffee, you're getting the cream and sugar. So you have to look at, number one, why are you drinking coffee? What kind of coffee, and how are you drinking it? So 1 cup of coffee on occasion that's black or maybe has just coconut oil in it is okay. But for the most part, and most people are consuming caffeine, you're not consuming it in the right way. The other thing that you need to realize is caffeine is naturally dehydrating to the body, and it does dehydrate you. So for every, if you're having a cup of coffee, you need to add in that much water, because it is dehydrating. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Janet's asking about knee surgery repair. Janet, I'd love to know what you're wanting to know on that. You didn't give us enough detail. So if you're watching, you can chime in. If you're not watching, feel free to email me at fitlife.tv, and we can definitely get your question answered. I love this one. Here's from Alexandrina. How do I start to create healthy habits for having more energy and more happiness? Great question. Well, first of all, healthy habits. A lot of what we've been just talking about, changing up what you're eating, healthy whole foods, eliminating the inflammatory components in your diet. And you know what? Our program here at Fit Life is based on 4 pillars. It's based on whole food nutrition, juicing, fitness, and mindset. Those 4 components put together are what leads to that healthy, happy lifestyle. I'm gonna go to Paula and Penny here. Since you've been living the Fit Life lifestyle, have you noticed that you have more energy, more happiness in your life?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And it began with the mindset. The mindset had to change first. And with the mindset and getting rid of sugar, the dairy, the wheat, taking that out of my system, while I was working on the mindset part, within a month, I began to feel better, more energy, happier, learning to express gratitude for everything, which was a big piece of the puzzle for me. The more you express it, the better you feel. And it has to begin with the mindset, though.
I agree. Paula?
I agree. And just to add a little to that is sometimes you don't realize how bad you really feel until you start making changes, even if it's just simple weight loss. And let me cut sugar, or let me just not buy processed foods, or maybe it's just let's not eat out as much. And as you start to feel better, you start to feel more positive, you start to have more energy, and when you start to feel good, it's through your whole system, right? You just feel better, and that makes you happy in itself.
I agree. And when you make this decision to change to what we like to refer to as the Fit Life lifestyle, you're going to find that you're going to be bringing more positives into your life. So just through the mindset that we work on, you're going to find that you're going to be eliminating out a lot of those negative factors because you're not willing to live in that anymore. You want a better, happier, more joyful life for yourself. So you're going to find that those things just aren't serving you anymore, and you're ready to move beyond them, and you're going to attract that which to your life that you put out. So as you're putting out more positive vibes, more positive energy, things like that, that's what you're going to attract back to you. That's one of the reasons why our Fit Life movement is growing, is because more people are realizing that when they're living this whole full life, they want to be surrounded with other people who are living in the same lifestyle. And when you have those people in your life, it just makes a difference as to, the ability to reach your goals, the ability to go for those dreams, and just having an overall much better quality of life. So, definitely. All right, let's take a look at. Ebony. Ebony's asking, how do you get over that natural need to chew food while doing the alpha detox? We hear this quite frequently, and it's funny because these girls know what I'm going to say. Usually when I'm juice fasting, by the time I get to about day 3, I want to chew my arm off because I need to chew. I just need that ability to chew something. And it's mindset is a big piece of juice fasting. It's a big piece of juice fasting. And the one thing that you have to remember is that whether you're doing the alpha reset, whether you're just doing juice fasting days, it is just a maximum of 3 days. You can get through this. You absolutely can get through it, and it does take a little bit of inner strength to get through it, and realize that you are going to eat again. You really are going to eat again, and you are going to chew again. Now, if you absolutely get to the point where you just have to have that chewing sensation, a couple things that I have done with it, I really try not to chew gum when I'm juice fasting, just because I don't want to put any artificial sweeteners, anything into my body. I will chew ice if I need something to crunch on. I will chew on ice. Ladies, what are some of the things that you've turned to when you feel that need to chew?
I just don't.
That's strong.
I never thought about ice, and I don't chew gum, so I just kind of just don't.
I'm the same way. You just don't do it. I don't like chewing ice, and I don't like chewing gum, so just grit your teeth and get through it. So it is tough. You just got to have strong willpower.
And you will eat again, so.
Yeah, you will eat again. You will eat again. I want to think I think we had one of our clients that I think she chewed, and I wish I could remember what it was, but she chewed something and then spit it out just to get that sensation to chew. I'm trying to think of who it was that did that. But yes, I have heard that before, that somebody chewed something just to get the sensation to chew and then spit it out, didn't swallow it. Anyway, George is saying, yeah, it's a mindset. I remind myself it's only temporary. Yeah, you do. It really is. Anything that you do in your life, whether it's juice fasting, whether it's new fitness routine, anything, you have to remember that it's just a short period of time. You will get through this. And when you look at it that way, when you reframe that thinking to say, all right, you know what? I'm going to take this, and maybe some days you have to take it 1 minute at a time, or you have to take it 1 hour at a time. Just, focus on what's right here. Instead of looking at this big thing, oh my gosh, I have 3 days to juice fast, how am I ever going to get through this? No, just look at it one juice at a time. Take one juice at a time. When you approach it that way, you're going to find that it gets much easier to get through it. And, it's funny because I'm finishing up a juice fast today. I've been on a juice fast this week, and I will tell you, the last time that I juice fasted, I did not do very well. I failed miserably. However, this time I've been consistent. I've been doing this, and it's because I drank more juice this time. Usually I only drink about 8 ounces of juice. This time each juice was 16 ounces. And it was almost too much juice for me, but I still made it through. So it's making sure that you're getting enough. So, you know, if you are hungry and you're having that sensation, maybe you're not getting enough juice in. You know, maybe you need to get more juice in. And you also have to push your fluids. You've got to push that water when you're doing your alpha reset. So in essence, really, you're going to be drinking a lot each day. So move past that and get yourself busy. If you need to choose something, get busy. Go for a walk, you know, do something, journal, read. If you have a hobby, you know, pick up that hobby. Go play with your kids, whatever you need to do in order to move past that need to chew. You've got to move past that. So just some, you know, just some tips for you there, okay? All right, let's take a look at Joy. Joy is saying, how do you stay focused when times are difficult? Oh, Joy, you know, it's truly mindset. Penny talked about it earlier, and it really is a mindset piece. The mindset, if I could encourage each one of you to do one thing each day to work on that mindset, I would encourage you to do it. And I'll tell you, the thing that I started out with when I started doing this, when I started with Fit Life back in 2013, I was not in a very good state in my life, and I was a very negative person for my circumstances. I just started to focus on one positive affirmation each day. I started each day off with that affirmation. I wrote it on a sticky note, and I put it on my bathroom mirror. And I read that to myself every time I stood in front of that bathroom mirror. And I was drinking a lot of water, so I was in there quite often. So if you just start with one thing, and Drew often talks about if you can say, even if you can say, I love myself. I love myself. And if you continue to do that and you move through that and it becomes ingrained in you, it's going to start to soak into your subconscious. And you know what? More positive is going to come out of that. Penny, what did you start out with when you started this? What was your one thing that got you going?
For me, it was gratitude. I had done a lot of reading about that. It was a new concept for me. And so one night, right before I went to bed, I decided to practice. I'd read in a book somewhere, you know, say thank you out loud 20 times. And I thought, okay, well, I don't know what this is going to do, but here we go. I will tell you that by the 7th thank you, I was in tears. Totally unexpected. I mean, you just have to try it. You just, once you realize the power of it, very powerful. And at that point, that was a turning point for me. And I think that's when I realized, you know, this is about your mindset. This is about how you think, you know, how you think about yourself, how you think about your body, how you treat yourself. And just that simple saying the 2 words, thank you, over and over, was huge.
Yeah, Paula, how about you? What was the thing that you started off with when you started this process?
Mindset-wise, I'm sorry. I just had a strange girl walk in my house. She didn't knock or anything. So I had to step away.
What was your one thing that you started off with to make your life more positive when you started this whole process?
I started reading. I got my hands on, gosh, it's in the other room. It's like a daily affirmation kind of book where it was like a story. The author would tell about, it was almost like a lesson every day. And then she would just go into more detail about how that particular lesson helped her rethink what she was doing or how she was looking at life and those kinds of things. So, gosh, I don't remember the name of it. It's in the other room, but that's what I did. I just started doing that daily.
Yeah. So it can start out very simple. Very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I think some people, sometimes if we overthink it so much and we think, oh my gosh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And by the time you go through all that, you're like, I can't do this. I can't make this happen. And if you just break it down to one simple thing, one of the practices that we really focus on with our clients here at FitLife is the concept of 1% better. If you focus each day on 1%, what is your 1% for today that you can do better? That's it. It's 1%. Can you, and I'm pretty sure that most of us can manage 1% each day, whatever that looks like. So maybe today it's going to be, you know what, I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to say I love myself, even if it's just one time. One time. It's better than you did yesterday. So focus on that 1%. If you focus on 1% each day over the course of the week, you're going to get 7% better. Over the course of a year, you're going to get 365% better. So it's just that simple. And yes, you will feel that compounding effect from just focusing on 1% better each day. So easy tip to get started there. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see. Catherine's asking, she said, I have numerous illnesses that make it impossible to exercise or lose weight. Can you help? Well, Catherine, first of all, I want to tell you, yes, we absolutely can help you. And I want to express to anybody that's watching this, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, if you have things that are going on and you cannot move your body, can you still make improvements? Absolutely, absolutely, just by changing what you're putting in your body. So by increasing your water intake, by removing the inflammatory foods that we talked about earlier, by making sure you're eating whole, healthy foods. Again, your produce, lean proteins, healthy fats, and both myself and Penny can speak from experience. When we began this program, we could not work out. I was healing from a total knee replacement. I was housebound. Most of the time I was chairbound. I still lost 80 pounds during this program with no workouts. At no time when I was losing my 80 pounds was I able to work out except for physical therapy. Penny, how about you? You want to share your weight loss while you couldn't move?
Yes, I lost 65 pounds, and that was from changing my diet. I could move very little. I could sit in a chair and, move my body to that extent. I couldn't walk. And then as my body began to heal, then I was able to, I walked at home. I used a program, Walk at Home, and simply walked in place, because at that point I was falling a lot. And so I just put cushions around me, and if I fell, then I fell. But it was a very gradual process. I could not work out. I couldn't walk a half a block, but I could move a little. But it certainly wasn't to the extent that most people work out when they go to the gym at all. And still I lost 65 pounds. And now it's better.
Yeah. And it's really about detoxing your body, removing the inflammation from your body. That's where it starts. That's exactly where it starts. So when you start this program, no matter where you're at, that is one of the wonderful pieces about our program. We meet you right where you're at. So whether you're looking to lose weight and you can't move, whether you want to whether you've been working out like a fiend and just can't drop that weight, if you want to tone up, if you want to build muscle, all of those pieces, our program is completely customizable so that we can help you right where you're at. We have people who come to us who are CrossFitters who just want to lean up. We're able to help them. We have people who come to us who want to lose 100 plus pounds, and we're able to help them. So Our program is completely customizable, and we meet you right where you're at. So you don't have to be at a certain point to get started and see success, and you will see success when you get started on the program. So you definitely will, provided you follow the program, you will see success on this program. Okay, let's see, take a look here. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one from Angie. Angie says, my mind is ready, I just can't begin. I have brain fog. We often hear this as well, and realize that brain fog is really the result of inflammation in your body. It truly is. It means that you're nutrient deficient, that your body is nutrient deficient, and if you're eating a diet that is high in processed foods, all of those preservatives, all of that sugar is what's contributing to that brain fog. As you start to clean up your diet, that brain fog will start to lift. And the best place to start, and I say this all the time, the best place to start, increase your water. Hydrate, 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 hydrate. You know, the other thing is making sure you're getting in enough healthy fats. And our healthy fats are things like coconut oil, avocado, almonds, almond butter, olives. I gotta get that in for Kavada. Olives. There's one more I was just thinking of. Anyways, healthy fats. Healthy fats are what provide the building blocks for your brain to function the way it is supposed to. So research has showed that dementia, Alzheimer's, and I was just reading an article on this, is that they're starting to do treatment on Alzheimer's patients, adding in healthy fats, especially the medium chain triglycerides, which is coconut oil in essence. So the brain needs that healthy fat to process correctly. So even just by adding in healthy fat, a serving at each meal, you're going to be helping yourself to lift that brain fog. So, and just by detoxing your body, so going through the detox process, as you detoxify your body, you're going to find that your thinking is going to be clearer. And not only the other benefits as well, you're going to sleep better, your skin's going to get clearer, your hair is going to get healthier, your nails are going to be healthier, you're going to feel better, you're going to have energy, the cravings are going to go away. All of these pieces are going to happen when you start to clean up your diet and when you start to focus on eating healthy whole foods. Okay, let's see. We have... Here's a good one. Of all the juices, what's the best juice to do during your transformation? Well, first of all, juice is better than no juice. I'm going to start with that. However, you really want to watch your sugar with your juices. So here at FitLife, we look for sugars that have 10 grams or less of sugar, preferably less. 10 is about the max. Any juice is going to be good for you, but make sure that your juices have some green in them. Don't just juice off fruit. That is not going to help you get to where you need to be. It's loaded with sugar. So try and make your juices more green than with fruit. You can add, if you're going to add sugar, stick to things like green apples, beets, carrots, things like that. And one of those ingredients, not all three, one. Is it going to be difficult for some people at first? Yes, because if you're so used to sugar, you're going to crave that sweetness. And you may taste a greener juice and say, "Ah, that's horrible." You have to allow your taste buds time to adjust. And in the meantime, while your taste buds are adjusting, start out with a whole green apple and then gradually cut back. You're going to find that you're going to get used to it, and it's going to be much easier for you. So consider doing that. That's really the best place to start. And keep it simple. They don't have to be complicated juices. If you're going to purchase your juices, look for juices that are cold-pressed juices. They should have an expiration date on it, and it should be relatively soon. You do not want anything that has been heat processed. You do not want anything that's pasteurized, because it's basically a dead drink. It's been heated. You're no longer getting the nutrients in that you want juice for. And then you want to look at the fact that it should have under 10 grams of sugar. So anything that's got, I always say this, fruit puree in it is going to be high in sugar. It's going to taste great, but it's going to be high in sugar. So you do not want fruit purees in your juices. You want just green juices. Okay. All right. We'll take one more question, and then we're going to wrap up. Well, here's one from Martin. He says, I can't seem to be able to get rid of my big belly no matter what I do. The only thing that I'm not very active and can't do much in the line of exercise. Martin, as we've been talking all of this call, diet, 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 diet. It's all about how you're eating, you know. And I don't mean diet in the sense of calorie deprivation. I mean diet as your nutrition plan. So take a look at what you're eating. Are you eating lots of veggies? Are you getting those lean proteins in? Are you getting fats in? What does your diet look like? If you need some help with that, please reach out to us. We have lots of options. If you're ready for coaching, if you're ready to make that decision to move forward, we have lots of options for you. So I encourage you, please reach out. You can email me directly, jill@fitlife.tv. We can schedule a call so that we can discuss what plan is right for you. We've got many different options. I'm going to post an offer here in for our new custom detox plans. These are available. Bear with me. Oh, it's not going to go live. We can get you set up, so it won't go live. So if you're interested, we do have our custom detox plans, and we'd love to talk to you about it. So make sure that you email me. It's jill@fitlife.tv. The other thing I want to remind you is coming up in 1 week is our Fit Life Live. June 25th, 26th here in San Diego at the Hard Rock Hotel. We still do have tickets left. You can get those tickets. This is going to be a great event. Lots of incredible speakers. You are going to leave there with your transformation plan in hand. So if you're ready, if you're really ready to do this, come on out here. You can get out here and come see us. And you can find that at fitlifelive.com. Get a ticket. We'd love to have you come join us. I'm looking forward to having these two ladies live with me next week. Yes, it'll be a fun call. So they're going to be both, Paula and Penny are traveling here to San Diego, so we're going to be doing this call live together next week, which will be a lot of fun. So make sure that you get registered. We will be sending out the reminder email, but make sure you get registered. We'd love to have you join us. And with that, I'm going to wrap up for today, but if you're ready, if you're truly ready to make the decision to move forward, to get healthier, to work on your mindset, to reach your goals, reach out to us. We're happy to help you. We want to help move you forward to your best life. You can email me at jill@fitlife.tv. You can also reach out to us, any of us, through the membership. We're inside the membership every day, checking in. So make sure that you reach out to us and let us know how we can help you. So have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next Friday, all live here from San Diego. And have a great week. See you then. Bye-bye, everyone.